Hello everyone and welcome to Solve the Classes. In this video again we'll be continuing off our discussion with test of mathematics questions. So we'll be discussing three questions pertaining to the similar topic of geometry in general and constructions. So we'll be doing this so that you can get a general idea on what kind of questions are asked and what are the general approaches towards tackling this kind of questions. So having said that, let's take a look at the first question. In triangle ABC, let C1 be any point on the side AB other than A or B. Join CC1, okay? The line passing through A and parallel to CC1 intersect the line BC at A1. Okay. The line passing through B and parallel to CC1 intersect AC extended at B1. The length AA1, BB1, CC1 are to be PQ and R respectively. Then we have to actually prove one of the following relations. So let's see, let triangle ABC. So let's draw a triangle ABC first. See, this is our triangle A, B, C. So what? Let C1 be any point on the side AB other than A and B. Okay, so let this particular use a different color. Let this point be C1. Okay, so what we have to join CC1. Okay, let us join CC1. Line passing through A parallel to CC1 intersects BC extended at A1. Okay, so let me extend BC. So let me just extend BC. BC is extended here. So line this will be parallel to BC. So no, parallel to CC1. Okay. So another line. We have AC1 that is parallel to CC1. Okay. So this is what we have. So let this particular point be A1. Okay, CC1. Okay, the line passing through B and parallel to CC1 intersect AC extended at B1. Okay, so let me extend AC as well. So let me extend AC. So this is AC. Let me just extend the. Okay, let me just extend the same. Okay, and now I'm going to be drawing B aligned parallel to CC1 through B. So something, it will be something on these lines. Yep. So this is B1. This is one point. This is point C. Okay. So this is our figure we have. Now it's given that C1 extended B1. AA1, so this is AA1, its length being P, BB1 being Q, and CC1 being R. Okay. So this is the figure that we are asked to draw. So now we have to prove a certain relation. Now here, if we look at triangle AC1C, that is AC1C, this particular triangle, this particular triangle, and is similar to triangle AB1B. This entire big triangle, let me highlight the same with a different color. This entire triangle, they are similar. Okay, so therefore we can write R by Q equal to AC1 by AB. Again, triangle BC1C, BC1C being BC1C, this particular triangle, let me highlight the same with a different color, BC1C being this triangle. This triangle is similar to triangle AB1B. Again AB1B, that triangle as well. Oh, no, not AB1B. Triangle, this one. Okay, it is similar to ABA1. Okay, similar to triangle ABA1. So let me again highlight the same with a different color, ABA1. Okay, ABA1 being this particular triangle, this entire thing. Okay, this entire thing. So if they are similar, what it means is that R by P equal to BC1 by AB. I hope this is clear. So therefore we can write R by Q plus R by P can be written as AC1 plus BC1 by AB. Okay, why AB? Because we actually have RP equal to BC1 by AB as well. Okay, so this can be further we can write RP plus Q equals to, okay, by PQ. The PQ will come over here. PQ. So this will again be R equal to PQ by P plus Q. Okay, PQ plus by P plus Q. So what we have is PQ by P. Option A is a correct answer. So I hope this is clear how we came about solving the same. So having said that, let's move on to the next question, or question number 2. Yeah. So question number 2, let's see. In triangle ABC, D and E are the points AB and AC respectively on angle BDC and DEC. Okay. Then we need to find the angle between relation between a few angles. Okay. So let's see. Let's draw the triangle ABC first. Just give me a second. Okay, this is a triangle, so let sides be A, B, C. What we have, D and E are midpoints of, D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. Are points, not midpoints, sorry, are points on AB and AC. So let this be D, let this be E. Okay, such that respectively such that angle BDC. So BDC. Okay, so we need to join this. This is angle BDC is equal to BEC. Okay, angle BEC. So these two angles are equal. Then we need to find BED. Okay, we have something like DE. So let me just join these two as well, because we have a few options pertaining to ED as well. So let me just join this, whichever angle we can actually prove. Okay, so now let's take a look how we can approach this question. So now let's take a look at triangle BDL. BD. Okay, let's take this point as L. Okay, BDL and triangle LEC, LEC being LEC, this triangle. Here what we have is that angle DLB, this particular angle is equal to angle CLE. That is, we are talking about this angle and this angle. This is a vertically opposite angle. Okay. Also, angle BDL is equal to angle CEL, which is actually the given case. So therefore we can actually conclude that angle DBL is equal to angle LCE, angle DBL equal to LCE. So these angles are also equal, we can actually say, because two of the angles are equal, so the third angle will definitely be equal. That is angle DBE equal to angle DCE with respect to the bigger triangle. Okay, so therefore what we can conclude here is that BCED is a cyclic quadrilateral. We can successfully conclude this as well, because DB, because angle DB, this angle DB and E, and angle DCE, they lie on the same arc DE. Okay, this is common, so they are cyclic quadrilateral. So which can actually further, you can prove that angle BED will be equal to angle BCD. So what we have here, BED equal to BCD, BED equal, yeah, option A. Option A is the correct answer again. So I hope this is clear how we came about with the selection of the same. So now with that said, let's move on to the last question. Yeah. So the third question, in the picture, PQRS is a parallelogram and PS is parallel to XZ. So what we have is PS parallel to ZX and PZ by ZQ. So PZ by ZQ is 2 is to 3. Okay. Then XY by SO. XY being, we need to find this XY by SQ. This entire thing SQ. So we need to find the ratio of the same. So now let's take a look at how we can approach this question. So here take a look at triangle QZY. Okay, this triangle and QZX. This triangle is similar to this triangle, this bigger one. Okay, I hope this is clear. So triangle QZX similar to triangle QPS. So therefore QX by QS by SQ will be equal to ZQ by PQ will be equal to ZX by PS. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This particular point I suppose is clear. So what we have, this one we can actually write ZQ, let us write 5 and let PQ, oh no, ZQ being 3 and PQ we can write 5. So this entire thing we can actually write 3 by 5. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Again, from triangle XYZ and triangle YRQ, we can see angle YXZ, my bad, YXZ, this particular angle my bad, not this angle, YXZ being angle YXZ, this particular angle. This particular angle is equal, YXZ is equal to angle YQR, this angle, and also angle YZX equal to angle YRQ. YZX equal to YRQ as well. So this thing we actually have. So why we have that? Because simply for the fact that ZX is parallel to RQ, which is actually what this is what we have. Okay. Again, if we further take a look, triangle XYZ is similar to triangle YRQ. Okay, so therefore what we can write is XY by YQ equal to ZX by QR equal to XY by YQ ZX by QR and ZY by YR. Yes, just give me. Yeah, sorry, my bad. This we can write ZX by PS. Since PS, this is a parallelogram, so PS should be equal to QR. So we can write by PS equal to ZQ by PQ. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. Now let XY by SQ equal to A. So which would further actually mean YQ by XY equal to PQ by ZQ. So if we further work on this, what we have here is that YQ plus XY by XY equal to PQ by ZQ plus 1. So this we can write YQ by XY equal to PQ by ZQ plus 1. We can further work on the same by SQ by XY into QX by XY or QX by SQ equal to PQ ZQ plus 1. Okay, we can further work on this by simply QX by SQ equal to A into PQ by ZQ plus 1. Okay, we can further write this as simply ZQ by PQ equal to A PQ by ZQ plus 1. Now we know that from here ZQ by PQ is 3 by 5. No, ZQ by PQ is 3 by 5. So therefore PZ by ZQ will be 2 by 3. So we know PZ by ZQ equal to 2 by 3. So therefore what we can write here is that PZ plus ZQ by ZQ equal to 2 plus 3 by 3. Therefore ZQ by PQ equal to 3 by 5. So therefore the above equation would simply become A will simply becomes A equal to, sorry my bad, 3 by 5 equal to A into 5 by 3 plus 1. So if we solve for A comes out to be 9 by 40. So option B is our answer. So I hope this is clear how we have actually taken the approach to solving the same. So this three question were based on construction when a lot of properties of similar triangle were being used towards solving the same. So kindly go through all the questions that we have discussed so that you can get a proper idea behind the concept that are involved towards solving the same as well. So with that said, we have come to the end of our video. So if you like the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe to our channel so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line as well. So with that said, I'm signing out. Thank you so much.